Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. Hope you are well by the grace of Allah. I am also fine too. Today I am here with the new topics. You know, I have taken several classes on different topics. Today I am here with a new topic, and this is completing sentence. So today we are going to discuss about completing sentence. This will be given in number 7 in your SSC syllabus, and it will bear 5 marks. Okay, my dear student, I am going to discuss about some important rules of completing sentence. So don't make any delay. Take your notebook and started writing what I am going to say and explain. Rules number 1. So that the Bengali meaning of so that is jate. I would like to mention here the Bengali meaning so that you can take it easily. My dear students, now follow on the whiteboard. So that means jate. There will be given 2 clause, first clause and second clause. Now I would like to write here. He works hard. So that, suppose this clause is given in your question, then you have to complete this part with another clause, and it must follow a grammatical rules, and you have to bear in mind that you have to write the second clause dependent on the first clause. He works hard so that he can shine in life. That means the rules is that he works hard so that, so when you see so that with the first clause, then you have to complete the incomplete sentence with a subject. From where you will get the subject, you have to collect the subject from the first clause. If there is given any noun, you have to bear in mind very carefully that then you have to write the pronoun from here. So after that you have to write can, could, may or might. But how do you understand that? What types of form will you use there? So notice here, this clause is given in present indefinite tense. If this clause is given in present indefinite tense, then you are allowed to use their can or may. I would like to refer another example here. He or she, you can write any subject. He studied hard so that he could get a plus. Now my dear students, follow here. He studied hard. So I think if you notice it clearly, then you can see that he studied hard. This clause is given in past indefinite tense, and when you see so that at that moment you have to write subject plus could or might. If this part is given in past indefinite tense, then you have to write this clause could or might. Then the present form of verb and etc. So if we compare with these two sentences, I think you understand it well. Present indefinite tense, we use here can. Past indefinite tense, we use here would. So, what types of word you will use, it will depend on the tenses. If this is in present indefinite tense, then you are allowed to use can or may. If this is given in past indefinite tense, then you are allowed to use could or might. Okay, my dear students, now I am going to explain another rules. It is high time or it is time. It is high time or it is time. The Bengali meaning of these two sentences are the same. The appropriate time or the correct time to do anything. So, if I would like to write the Bengali meaning, উপযুক্ত সময়, now the rules is that when it is given on your question paper, it is high time or it is time, then you should follow a specific grammatical rules, and it is you have to make or you have to produce a sentence and it must be in past indefinite tense. As an illustration, I would like to write here it is high time we. Suppose this is given in your question, but how you will complete this clause? So you have to complete this clause with the sentence and it also be in past indefinite tense. So now I am writing here, it is high time we played cricket. It is high time we played cricket. Though this clause, my dear participants, you have to follow it with deep attention. We played cricket, though this clause is given in past indefinite tense, but its meaning is present tense. So don't take it otherwise. As an instance, I would like to refer another example. It is high time you. Now produce a clause. It is high time you ate your breakfast. If you want, you can write a lot of examples here. It is high time we changed our food habit. It is high time we read attentively. It is high time we did the work. So many sentences or clause you can produce here. Only the one thing and first and foremost thing is that you have to write it with past indefinite tense, and that's all. My dear students, now I am going to discuss about another grammatical rules. Now put down it and notice it carefully. Rules number 3. Though or although, the meaning of these two words are the same. The Bengali meaning of these two words are সত্ত্বেও. Now I am going to show you some illustration here, then you will be able to understand it very well. Though he is poor, though he is poor, though is added here in the first clause, then you have to complete this clause with another clause. This clause must be rational and relevant and dependent on the first clause. When you see though or although in a sentence, then you have to remember that the first clause and the second clause meaning must be opposite from each other. Though he is rich, though he is poor, he is large-hearted. Now, my dear participants, follow here. In this clause, he is poor, where we write here large-hearted. Now, if you see it with profound attention, you can understand it that these two words are opposite from each other, and this is the rules of though and although. For example, I would like to mention here some examples. Though he is rich, he is unhappy. Though he is rich, he is unhappy. You have to bear in mind that most of the cases the tense of both sides may be the same. So, though he is rich, he is unhappy. Here in this clause we see that a word is given rich, but you will see in another clause a word unhappy. Unhappy and rich, both the words are opposite from each other. So you have to be careful to write this sentence or complete this sentence. My dear students, I would like to mention here another important grammatical rules. Rules number 4. As if or as though. The Bengali meaning of these two words are same, and this is jano. Actually, I refer Bengali meaning so that my dear students you understand it. That's why I write the Bengali meaning beside these words. She talks as if, as though can be given here, but in this case a specific grammatical rule is applied here. If this function or this grammatical rules is given in your question, then you have to be very careful that in the first clause, if this clause is given in present indefinite tense, you must complete this clause with the tense and it must be in past indefinite tense. She talks as if she knew everything. Now, my dear student, follow on the whiteboard what I am writing here. Talks. She talks as if. This is in present indefinite tense. She knew everything. This is in past indefinite tense. So, if this clause is given in present indefinite tense, we have to complete this clause with past indefinite tense. In the same way, if this clause is in past indefinite tense, then we have to complete the clause with past perfect tense. As an example, I am writing here another. He worked as if he had known nothing. Now, my dear viewers, see it. He worked. This sentence or this clause is in past indefinite tense. and after as if I use here past perfect tense. So I think you realize and understand the grammatical rules that if this part is given in present indefinite tense, this part you have to complete the clause with past indefinite tense. And if this is given in past indefinite tense, then you have to complete it with past perfect tense. So I think you understood it well, and you have to practice more and more at home. I would like to mention that you should try to solve the question of your test paper and from your textbook. My dear student, you know the world is attacked and impacted by coronavirus, and you should be very careful about the rules of health and hygiene. Try to follow social distance. Government is trying to reduce the problem, but if we are not careful and conscious about our health, we have to suffer a lot. So we should try to maintain social distance and follow the rules of hygiene. Wash your hand when you go out and moving here and there. So my dear students, that's all for today. See you in the next class with a new topic. Goodbye.